diamonds. I like stunning. I like shining. I like $1,000,000.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Tamiyalashaun. You already know. So for today, I have a get ready with me / story time / my experience working in food services. So yeah, that's what I got for today. I hope you all are doing great. I'm doing great. I mean, my skin not looking all that, but it don't matter because, you know, happy to be here. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about my experience working in food services, or like fast food or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I used to work at Domino's. I wouldn't consider that fast food, but I would consider it like food services. So yeah, but I want to make 2 disclaimers before we get into the video. First disclaimer, I no longer work in food services, so I no longer work at Domino's. I work at a grocery store. I mean, if you want to consider that food services, that's you, but I definitely don't, because, you know, it's just very different for me. I'm talking about from my experience. And you're going to see why I don't when I get explaining a little more, you know. And secondly, if you plan on going into food services and you're watching this video, I am in no way trying to scare you. Everybody's experience is different. Mine's wasn't that great. So if you want to know my experience in fast food services, whatever you want to call it, keep watching. So this is also a getting ready with me. So yeah, I'm gonna be curling my hair with my wand curler. It's right here. You know, I really like this wand curler. You can like adjust the temperature and whatnot. And I'm gonna be doing a little bit of my face, my everyday makeup routine. I might do a video on that. I don't know yet, because my everyday makeup, it includes no face makeup, only highlighter. That's really it. Like, it's just eyebrows, lashes, highlighter, faux freckles, lip gloss, lipstick, whatever I'm wearing that day. That's it. That's pretty boring. Also, I already have my brows on because they're just going through something right now, and they take forever to get done, and they just uneven. They just, oh, they need Jesus. So first, right now, I have my eyebrows done, and I already have lashes on. I have lash extensions, and I'm going to be looking here, and I'm going to be looking here. I have a little mirror right here. But like when I curl my hair, I'm not going to be able to see in this mirror, so yeah. First, I'm going to go in with my bottom lashes with this Wet n Wild Mega Protein Mascara, and I got it from Walmart because, you know, we do drugstore over here. I'm really not sure if y'all can see, but it's whatever. So I'm just going with that on my bottom lashes. But yeah, back into the food services as far as that. So I spent a very long time looking for a job, and when I finally found a job, it was at Domino's. I was like excited. Like, I was so excited because, you know, I didn't have to ask my parents for money and stuff anymore. I was just happy that, you know, those days were over and I was just gonna have my own money. So when I first got to Domino's, I was really excited but nervous because I remember one of the managers there telling me that this is a very fast-paced job, so you have to always constantly be on your toes, especially, oh sorry, I have a fly or something in here, especially on like Friday nights and Saturday nights, and like the Super Bowl Sundays and stuff come around, like Halloween, 4th of July. We couldn't have those days off. Like, that's the part of working there, you couldn't have those days off. Like, if you called out on those days, automatic write-up. So yeah, you just couldn't have those days off. So those were like our very like popular days where everyone wants pizza. So yeah, you had to be always constantly on your feet for those kind of, you know, days. So working in fast food services taught me that I do not work well under pressure, because it was just always something going on. Like, it was just way too much for me all the time, like way too much. And I'm using this, it's a little like sample size, lotion illuminizer. I can't read, but basically it's highlighter. So yeah, and I really love this. Like, go get it. So basically, look at that. Like, yes, you gotta blend it out though. But basically, The worst part about working in fast food for me was just dealing with rude customers, because since I was working there, started working there when I was 16. Being that you were a 16-year-old, they didn't allow you to work and I'm gonna make sure this video is no longer than 15 minutes, because I noticed that my watch time on my last video was like, so I'm gonna try to make this no longer than 15 minutes. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, all right, cool. But basically, I just had to deal with rude customers all the time for things that absolutely were not my fault, because being that I was 16, you really weren't allowed on the oven. Putting me on the oven was like the last resort. I was just answering the phones, you know, cutting the pizzas and stuff like that. And I'm taking this little fluffy brush I got from, I don't know, I've had it ever since I've been doing makeup. And yeah, we just weren't allowed to be on the oven unless like nobody else was there and you were just the only person who could be on the oven. So most of the time I was just answering the phones and doing stuff like that. And I would always get calls where people were calling me out my name, complaining about their pizza wasn't there on time, their pizza was 5 minutes late, a couple minutes late. Because, you know, Domino's has a tracker so you can, like, see when your pizza's there. Basically, I was always getting yelled at for things that weren't my fault. And that could take a toll on somebody. Like, that really just made me feel like I was just doing a terrible job all the time. So, yeah. Basically, it was just a horrible experience for me. But I did have a friend at Domino's. I'm not gonna say her name, but if she ever watches this video, she gonna know who I'm talking about. And when she started working there, because I was working there first and I met her, I was just so happy, because it was just starting to become too much for me. Like, I didn't have any friends. I was just there getting yelled at all the time. But when she got there, like, things just kind of started to look up for me. Like, I really enjoy working with her. And she kind of taught me, like, you know, I understand this is a job, but you can't just be letting people talk to you like they crazy. Like, you can't be letting people talk to you out the side of their neck, regardless of if the customer is not always right. Not always right. Like, and I'm using this little brown liquid lip for my faux freckles. I mean, liquid, it's like a liquid eyeliner. But yeah, I was like thinking, like, who taught y'all that when things don't go your way to act like this? Like, I just didn't understand why people was treating me like so trash all the time. Like, I just didn't understand. I mean, I have like my good days, but most days are pretty like annoying. I just didn't understand, so I just was, yeah. But basically, it was just horrible. Like, and just imagine getting always like cussed out for something that wasn't your fault. So it was like, you know, like you're not gonna do that. You're just gonna. I just had to sit there and take it, basically. And it just made me feel weak. Like, it was just terrible. And I remember one particular lady came in there basically saying that I messed up her pizza on purpose. Like, I literally had the time of day to sit there and like single her out and just mess up her pizza just because I felt like it. Like, no. And she just was yelling at me, saying how rude I am and how she was going to talk to my manager. And that day was basically like the breaking point for me. Like, I was like, I don't deserve to be talked to like this from anybody. Like, it's just not fair, especially when it has nothing to do with me. So yeah, it was just insane. Like, it was crazy. Basically, this all I'm gonna do to my face, I just put some faux freckles down and some highlighter, and yeah, I'm basically done. It was just way too much for me. So yeah, I don't work in food services anymore. I'm gonna start looking here, but y'all still gonna be able to see what I'm doing. And if you want curl, I suggest using a glove, but I'm an OG, so I don't need a glove. But yeah, like, I just didn't understand why I was getting treated. Like, I would never talk to somebody like how some people were talking to me. Like, I would just never. I'm really glad that I got to know, like, get the experience and like learn, but it was just crazy. So I'm glad I don't do that anymore. I don't think I would ever go back in food services unless I absolutely had to. Like, it was just way too much, like way too much. But eventually I stopped working there, basically because my hours started to get like really short, like going from I don't know how many hours to like 3 a week. And then I just was like, whatever, like I don't have to take this. And I remember one particular time, this is a good story that I'm about to say. Somebody, he didn't like, I guess he wanted a discount because he said he waited like a few extra minutes for his pizza. And I was like, I forgot what I said. I know that I asked my manager could I give him a discount, and she told me that I couldn't because, you know, it was just so much going on, and to give a discount you needed manager's authorization, and she just had too much to do, so she couldn't like put her numbers in to authorize it. She was like, you can't give him a discount, but give him like a free soda or something. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds fair enough, I guess. So I went and told him the news, and he like just was like, you know what, and like just slid his pizza like across the table, like very rudely to me, like almost like threw it at me, and was like, you know what, just forget it. And at this point I was just like, so. And another customer came up to me and was like, he was like, I understand exactly how that feels because I used to work in fast food, and just don't let people get you down, because regardless of if they're nice to you, if they're mean to you, if they're rude to you, you still get a check. So, and I was like, you know what, you got a point, because yeah, I'm still getting paid, so it don't really matter. But I'll just burn myself. I'm definitely grateful that I don't have to go through that anymore. But right now I'm just about to finish curling my hair, and yeah, that's really all I'm about to do. So I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all watch me curl my hair because that's boring. But thank you so much for watching. Leave me some suggestions down below. I'm thinking about my next video gonna be like a nighttime routine or a morning time routine. Probably a morning routine, because I mean, who wants to see me go to bed mornings? So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and comment. I'm really not sure if I'm gonna link the products that I use down in the description, because I mean, are y'all gonna buy them? I don't know. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.